Have you ever felt truly alone, a pawn in a game you never asked to play, where your very existence is a weapon for someone else's war? Imagine a world where magic is a birthright, but also a curse, where ancient prophecies dictate destinies and a single woman holds the key to salvation or utter destruction. This is the world of J.R. Thorne's Their Blood Queen, a dark, captivating tale that will drag you into a vortex of power, betrayal, and forbidden desires, leaving you breathless and hungry for more. Our story unfurls in a realm steeped in an ethereal gloom, a place where the veil between worlds is thin and monstrous entities, known as the Ghasts, lurk in the shadows, hungry for the warmth of living souls. The human race teeters on the brink of extinction, their last bastion, a crumbling empire plagued by internal strife and a devastating magical blight. Amidst this desolate landscape emerges Elara, a woman burdened by a lineage she never sought and a power she barely comprehends. She is the fated Blood Queen, a figure whispered about in ancient texts prophesied to either save humanity or hasten its demise. Elara is not your typical heroine. She is fierce, broken, and deeply vulnerable, a survivor forged in the fires of immense personal loss and the constant threat of a world that simultaneously reveres and fears her. From the very beginning, Elara's life is a crucible of suffering and sacrifice. She is a prisoner of her own destiny, constantly manipulated by powerful factions who see her not as a person, but as a tool. Her unique magic, a raw, untamed force connected to blood and life itself, makes her an invaluable asset. But also a target, she is thrust into a political landscape as treacherous as the Ghast infested wilderness, forced to navigate a labyrinth of alliances, betrayals, and hidden agendas. Elara finds herself caught between the cold, calculating machinations of the imperial court and the desperate pleas of a dying populace. The weight of the world rests on her shoulders, a burden that would crush a lesser woman. But Elara is not alone in this perilous journey. She is surrounded by a cast of characters as complex and intriguing as the world they inhabit. There's Lyra, her fiercely loyal companion, a skilled warrior whose unwavering devotion to Elara is a beacon in the encroaching darkness. Then there are the men who enter her life, each with their own motives and secrets, each pulling her in different directions. There's Lord Valerius, the stoic and enigmatic commander of the Imperial Guard, a man bound by duty and a hidden past. His attraction to Elara is palpable, a slow, burning ember that threatens to ignite into an all-consuming inferno. There's also the charismatic and dangerous rogue character whose true intentions are shrouded in mystery. A wild card who could either be Elara's greatest ally or her most formidable enemy. The intricate dance between these characters, their simmering tensions and forbidden desires adds a layer of emotional depth to the already compelling narrative. As Elara delves deeper into the mysteries of her bloodline and the true nature of the Ghasts, she uncovers shocking truths that challenge everything she thought she knew about her world and her place within it. The prophecy is not as straightforward as it seems, and the lines between good and evil become increasingly blurred. The ancient magic that flows through her veins is both a blessing and a curse, demanding immense sacrifices. And pushing her to the limits of her endurance, Elara is forced to make impossible choices, each decision carrying devastating consequences for herself and for the fate of humanity. The action in Their Blood Queen is relentless and visceral. From harrowing encounters with the terrifying Ghasts to intense magical duels and political subterfuge, the pacing is expertly crafted, keeping you on the edge of your seat at all times. Thorn's descriptions are vivid and immersive, painting a bleak, yet beautiful picture of a world on the brink of collapse. The magic system is intricate and well developed, adding a rich layer of detail to the fantastical elements of the story. The themes of power, sacrifice, and the true meaning of leadership are explored with nuance and depth, making this more than just a simple fantasy tale. But what truly sets Their Blood Queen apart is its exploration of dark romance and forbidden desires. Elara is a woman caught between duty and passion, navigating treacherous, emotional waters as she grapples with her burgeoning feelings for the men who surround her. The relationships are intense, raw, and often heartbreaking, adding a layer of emotional complexity that will resonate deeply with listeners. The chemistry between the characters is undeniable, and the slow burn romance will leave you yearning for more. Their Blood Queen is a dark, fantasy masterpiece. A story that will consume you whole. It's a journey into a world of ancient magic, deadly creatures, and a heroine fighting for her survival and the salvation of humanity. J.R. Thorn has crafted a narrative that is both epic in scope and intimately personal, weaving together threads of adventure, romance, and profound emotional struggles. If you're a fan of gritty fantasy, strong heroines, and morally ambiguous characters, then this is the book you've been waiting for. Prepare to be enthralled, captivated, and utterly desperate to know what happens next. Don't just read about Elara's struggle, experience it for yourself. The fate of a world hangs in the balance, and her story is one you won't want to miss. Find out why listeners are raving about Their Blood Queen and immerse yourself in this unforgettable saga, ready to plunge into the darkness and discover if Elara can truly become Their Blood Queen. The full audiobook of J.R. Thorn's Their Blood Queen awaits you. A link to embark on this epic journey can be found in the description below. Don't miss out on this captivating and intense listening experience.